Welcome back to Careful Boys, where we are currently
off the record.
Whoa, we're doing it, guys!
Off of the record.
Off of the record.
You want to be racist? Go ahead. You want to be a bigot? Get right to it.
Knock yourself out.
Right to it. Bigotry is my middle name.
No,
Is that the topic today?
No, the topic today.
Top 5 bigot moments of your life?
Try to think about this one because there could be something really major you forgot about. What is a time that you walked away from a violent encounter that could have potentially either hurt you or someone else?
Walked away.
What is a time that you walked away from violence?
You guys think I'm so hardcore, but I'm really not that hardcore.
You've always walked into it straight up?
I walked into the fire, not away from it.
I think I told the story here, but there was this homeless dude and this homeless lady fighting across the street from my house. Have I told you guys about that story?
I don't know. I don't remember that.
And I thought the guy was gonna like beat the shit out of her, so I was across the street and I was trying to be. They're probably like where that doorway is, and I'm like, hey, you know,
That's really far.
you guys gotta stop. That's what I was saying, right? And then the guy was like, call the cops, man, she's gonna beat my fucking ass. And I was like, oh. And I was like, I don't want to call the cops.
Wait, the girl was beating the guy's ass?
They were like fighting, and he was like, she was shoving him.
Guy
and
and girl fist fighting?
Yeah, and the guy was just like, he was being more defensive, but I was like, man, I was worried that like he was gonna punch her in the fucking head or something, and I was gonna be there standing like watching it.
How come you didn't want to call the cops?
Well, it's a lot of work.
Yeah, dude, you gotta call. Yeah, bro, I don't like talking to people on the phone, bro. I don't like doing all that.
I'm an introvert, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I get anxiety from talking on the phone.
I get anxiety from talking to people on the phone. So what do? I go across the street and I'm like, hey, you guys gotta stop, because if I call the cops, you know, you guys are gonna get in trouble and it's gonna be a whole fucking thing.
Give a statement.
Yeah, I don't want to do that. I gotta go to work in an hour, bro. Like, I can't do this shit. I'm stopping home for lunch. I gotta start cooking. So
Eat your cold watermelon.
you know what I mean? No, that's for later, bro. Like,
That's at night.
yeah, you fucking idiot, dude.
Oh.
Yeah, so they start fighting and shit, and then she's like spitting on him. She's ripping his
Oh,
fucking shirt,
shit.
and I'm like, hey guys, can you please stop? Like, please stop. And then pretty much, you know, more cussing, more shoving, and eventually they left. But then I crossed the street and went back to my house, and I was like, I was probably dumb. I probably shouldn't have done that. I like inserted myself in there. But in my head, I like to think I saved both of them.
But then you didn't walk away, though. That's
did it.
opposite of what.
Nah, but I kept my.
That's opposite.
I kept my distance. You know what I mean? I just was like, hey, you guys gotta stop. You guys gotta stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
So
dude.
they continued the violence.
No, they stopped.
Oh, they did?
They stopped and they walked away.
So you made the world a little bit peaceful.
A little bit better.
I'm a real peacemaker, bro. But that's the only fucking time
good.
that I can think of.
I was taking Nikki to this party. It was like downtownish, right? And we were trying to find where the fuck it is, because you know downtown is like such a nightmare, especially in like one of these places where it's like some company rented out this like place and like yeah we all know where it is, but nobody knows where the fuck it is.
It's
so
an industrial warehouse.
yeah, exactly. So nobody knows where the fuck it is. So it's like probably 11 o'clock, 11:30. There are these dudes. So we're walking down the street trying to find this, like where this warehouse is. There are these two dudes and they're fucking drunk as fuck and they're just yelling shit, non-stop yelling shit. And I'm holding Nikki and I can feel her like a little like tensing up, yeah, a little bit nervous. And so to these guys, I'm just like, yo, shut the fuck up. And then they immediately turn and they're like, hey, don't get knocked out. Don't get knocked out, bro. Don't get knocked out, bro. Don't get knocked out, bro. And then Nikki's like, what the fuck, Steve? No, please. Like, and I'm like, what are they gonna do? They're so fucking drunk they can't even run at me right now. They trip over their own shoes. But basically, like, you know, Nikki was even more scared. She's like, you know, you put me in a situation where which is fair. I understand. So then I was like, okay, fine. And so I just walked her away into my car, and then we got the fuck out of there. Well, these guys are like one of them like was like throwing a shoe at me like on the way out of there, and they're like flipping me off.
Well, if they're throwing a shoe, you have nothing to worry about.
I wasn't worried about them anyway, but that's the point, is that, you know, I guess I walked away, but it was not a threatening situation to me. But to Nikki, she's like, holy fuck, this is crazy. This is crazy.
Okay, I remember one. This was, I think, maybe just 6 months ago. I was in Houston with Nadeem, and we were watching the UFC fight at like a bar. We really wanted, there was like a big one that was going on, and so he got alcoholic drinks. I got non-alcoholic drinks because you guys know my style.
You got Shirley Temple?
I'm fucking crazy. I'm crazy like that.
I'll take a black coffee, please.
And then it was one of those really cool places where they got like a big old screen in the back, and they got those cool, those little lights, those little like tungsten, whatever.
Was it 4:45 in the afternoon?
No, this is late. This is like probably like 8 p.m.
Oh shit!
Shit, man.
Bart's like looking at his watch the whole game.
Racing the sunrise
Bart's
there.
like, yeah, I'm gonna have to go to bed pretty soon.
We're sitting there watching the UFC fight, and then you know me, how like I just pound non-alcoholic drinks like crazy. So
4 waters deep.
So I put like 4 like not unsweetened iced teas down, and then I went to the bathroom. When I went to the bathroom, obviously there's drunk people and stuff. This guy, as I was coming in, he comes up to me, he's like all drunk, like breathing, and he bumps me in the shoulder and he walks away. And it was crazy because like when I was in college, I was looking for events like that.
Disrespect.
Yeah, I was like, motherfucker, it's fucking time, motherfucker.
You were searching for it.
Yeah, but after he did that, I was just like, oh shit, like, who am I? Who am I? And I just went to go pee. And when I went to go pee, I was like, dude, I'm fucking proud of myself. I'm not the same person. So as soon as I came out,
You didn't feel a hurt, like a little bit of ego hurt, like I needed to kill him.
There wasn't a Bart on the shoulder here being like, "You're a little pussy boy."
Yeah.
And he has like a little tissue paper in his nose.
Oh my god.
no, I was just like,
There was like a shaved head Joe that was sitting there as well.
Just laughing at Bart. Ah, you bitch!
Joe right here, he's like, "You're in a urinal. Nobody can see you. You could just jack off."
That's a different day, man.
Start jacking off. It's fine. Nobody will even know.
That's long hair Joe.
You got the corner urinal. This is the best place to jack off.
I've done it here twice already.
yeah, and I was just like,
Just think you're squeezing after you pee.
yeah, and I was like, damn, that's crazy. Because I remember even like in that early college, like high school era, where when something like that happens, kind of like the physiological effects of what you feel, like, oh shit, I'm fucking alive, this is the shit I was fucking born to do. You feel goosebumps, and it's almost like you won the lottery. And then for none of that to happen and just go, oh shit, oh my bad, and then just kind of like take like the mature route and like none of it has to ever even go there. I texted Gio, I was like, oh my god, you won't believe what just happened. This dude fucking shoulder checked me, and I'm just gonna go sit down and enjoy the fights on TV. Wow. Nothing happened.
Gio's like, "Cool. I'll see you in 15 minutes."
Did you like have afterthoughts? Did you have like flashes? Like while you were watching the fucking fight on TV, did you start like having little mini flashes that in your subconscious where you're like, I could fucking do that to that guy? I could fucking chokehold this motherfucker?
No, none of it.
Wow, I'm so proud of you.
That is actually really good.
Hey, what about this? Honest question. What if you bumped into Gio?
Oh, dude.
That's different.
Gio would fuck him up, huh? She's a gangster.
Well, what does Bart do?
But fucking jump on his shoulders and rip his ears off or something.
And that's fine. That's fine. What,
Such growth. Such
you
growth.
Donkey Kong on Mortal Kombat? or
Oh
something?
yeah, dude.
You got a good vertical height.
Oh, I got one actually.
Go ahead. It's better actually be the fucking real thing.
It's like it's another homeless guy. Watch.
Nah, this is like
Across the street or
we
you
played.
actually-
No watermelons.
He's like, I'm further away.
I'm down the 5.
I have a megaphone.
He's on the 710 north.
I called them. I said, "Hey, you guys better stop." I was in it was like a adult league basketball game, and one of my teammates, he was a little hothead, and he would like pick fights with everybody and stuff. So he was picking a fight with this one guy.
Is it Jason Chen?
No. He's actually 3 Jason Chens. That's how tall he was.
Oh shit.
And he was picking a fight with this other guy on the team. So I went in, tried to break it up. I was like, no, chill. I'm trying to pull my guy away. And then the other team, his guy comes up to me. He's like this short little stubby little Mexican dude. He comes up to me and I didn't even see him. He comes from the side, grabs me by my neck, and then like shoves me. And he like gets in my face trying to fight me.
When you have nothing to do with it.
Bro, I was just trying to break up the fight.
Oh shit.
You know? Damn. And then he tries to get in my face. He's like, he's like in my face, like, let's fucking fight right now. I'll fuck you up, blah, 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 blah. And then in my head, I just was like, just relax, like, be cool. And then I just told him, I was like, all right, if you want to fight, we can fight after the game. That's all I said. And we still had like another quarter, like half a quarter.
If you ever get into a fight, you gotta text me. I'm gonna come watch.
Nah, dude. There was no guarantee. I probably.
You want to fight? Hold on 1 second. Hey Bart, how long will it take you to get here?
Just turn your IG live on.
Bart's like, I'm coming from Vegas right now.
Bart's like, I'm going to bed in 15 minutes.
I've seen Nick tee off on motherfuckers,
Nah, dude,
and
you
it
haven't.
is
You
a
haven't, though.
beauty to watch.
Are you talking about fighting or real life?
Like just
Real
like
life.
sparring. It was like
No,
sparring.
but like teeing off on the motherfucker. Like fucking like Roy Jones Jr. fucking boom, boom, miss, boom, 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 like that kind of shit.
He's full of shit.
Yeah.
I've seen him. I've seen him take away the confidence of 6-foot guys.
It's
That's not
fucking beautiful.
Because they come in confident, right? And then you can see them like just giving up.
Steve's confident over 6 feet. Can you show us?
Nah, dude, I'll probably suck that dude's dick.
Nick will get down on his knees and start opening his mouth like that.
Can it fit?
No, but it's a beauty to watch him. It's fucking graceful. It's sick.
Nah, so he's getting in my face, and I'm like, all right, if you want to fight, we can fight after the game, because I knew he was gonna bitch out. Because it's like the heat of the moment.
Once you think about it a little, yeah.
People puff up their chest.
They
like
puff up
that.
their chest. He
the
like,
math.
I was the smallest guy on the court for sure, and this is probably when I was like 22, so I was like even smaller than I am now.
The matter of fact thing is pretty good too. Like, hey, if you want to fight, we do it after the game, all right? And then
Yeah.
you're back to the wall. That's pretty badass.
I was pretty fucking mad. I was like fired up. I was like, oh, okay, you want to fight? Like, you want to be a tough guy? Obviously, I'm like trying to be cool and stuff in my head, but and then the game ends, we finish, and then I'm like, where you at, dog? I probably shouldn't have even done this.
Oh shit.
Again, I think you're not doing the walk away part of the story, but I like this.
No, but he was, and then he was like running out. He just left. He just left because he fucking, and then ever since then,
So he saw you.
he saw me.
He saw you do this.
And I was like, where you at? Where you at?
And would you have fought him if he was like, right here, Nick?
I don't know. Maybe at that age.
I didn't know you were gonna say Nick for some reason, even though that's his name. But good call.
He left, and then afterwards, every
was
time we
super.
played him again in that league, he was like really nice to me. So.
Oh, hey, you made him
Interesting.
respect you.
Yeah.
So you used verbal jujitsu.
Respect you.
You did like an alpha dog move, basically.
I do
I was scared. I was scared. I was scared.
When like guys like that puff their chest at you, and if you give them weakness, like if you actually try to reason and go, dude, I'm not trying to fight, and immediately when they know that, they try to punk you harder because they know you're not gonna fight back, which is like,
They get to look,
it's
hard,
safe.
they
Yeah,
get to
'cause
look
it's
harder in
safe.
front of you.
because I'm like, okay,
both cooled off, you know?
I was trying to be a nice person and you're taking advantage. Now I have to fight you, and then they turn it around again, like I'm gonna fucking call the cops. It's like, you're the fucking bully here. What are you doing?
Yeah, people are wild, dude.
Yeah.
People get wild, especially in like sport atmospheres like that. Like, I see so many people get in fights on basketball courts. Way like so much happens all the time. That's why I stopped playing basketball. People try to fucking fight you all the time.
I had a proud walkaway moment in a basketball. We were actually playing at this church that we used to always play at. And I think I was going up for like a layup or something, and this dude, he back elbowed me, like through like that, because I don't know, he was just very aggressive. And then so I went up, hit my face, fell to the ground, and I got up, and then like David's like, you're bleeding, and I was like, oh shit. And then like in the heat of the moment, you know, all I'm trying to do is like go and like wash up and stuff. And then like I was like, wait, this guy didn't apologize. He's still playing aggressively. I think I should have put him in his place. But before I knew it, he was already walking on the other side of the gate, walking away. Do you remember this? But you know how we used to always play games like that, right?
Yeah, with just strangers and stuff.
Yeah, and then someone said to me, I thought you were gonna fuck him up. And I was like, oh, that hurt my ego a little bit. Maybe I should chase after him and fucking fuck him up now. Because maybe I should have done something. But it just all happened so fast.
Moments pass.
say no.
But in my head, I was like, also, that's an accident, and we're always playing at the basketball courts there. If we ruin it, I ruin it for everybody.
Yeah.
But that's when I knew I changed, because I was like, oh, I don't have to find this guy, and I don't obsess over thinking about like having to get any revenge, like because I'm hurt, you know? Yeah.
The guy that I was like, oh shit, I think Joe really changed was the dude at JJ's with the fucking undercut. I was like, dude, Joe's about to beat the fuck out of this.
What happened? What happened?
Oh, you were there.
Oh, yeah.
I told him to shut the fuck up, and I pushed him, and I walked away.
At the
yeah.
restaurant.
Joe was like straight up like this in the middle.
Yeah.
Like twice. He's like, get away from.
He's like in your space, though.
He's a lingerer.
I'm like, Joe's gonna whoop his ass right now.
And he was one of those guys where, like, sometimes you'll talk to somebody. I like my personal space when I have a conversation with somebody, especially if
gets
somebody
closer and
I'm not that
closer.
close. Yeah, like, so you start talking, you start scooting away, and they don't get the hint. They go, oh, okay. And, then they scoot away, and they go, oh, yeah, hold on. And they start talking a little closer. He was one of those fucking guys.
Yeah, because I had a flashback of like wanting to actually like do this, grab him, bring him outside, and just fucking repeatedly slap him. And I was like,
Chest slaps.
wrestling style. But it went away in a flash, and I was able to laugh at it. And then while I'm driving, home, I was basically telling my friend, like, check your friend, dude. He's fucking stupid. He's gonna get his ass kicked one day. Yeah. And he goes, oh, I'm sorry. We all know this, but there's just something off with him. So I was like, okay.
He's lucky that you were that nice, man. That's fucking weird.
I think also because I knew his friend, I gave him that little bit of like, yeah, we have a mutual friend. So, but dude, what the hell, right? Like that was one of the weirdest.
And it's very loud. So it's like, dude,
It was so weird.
what's wrong with you, man?
Yeah. But
He was shoving his phone in your face. Dude.
Hey, look at this. Look.
violating that personal space.
Talk to my friend, like, fuck, remember this guy? And you're like, bro, I don't know who the fuck that is.
Anthony, do you have any stories? I feel like no violence comes near your way.
Yeah. You're wiggly boy.
That's what I mean.
I feel like anyone around Anthony either has a boner or a wet pussy. Sex habit.
Those are your only options, yeah.
Yeah, those are your only options.
Fucking sex.
There was a time where we had a Quest Crew gig in Chicago.
And then you walked away and the person died.
He's like, that's all. He's like, all I have to do. I've met you now. It's over for you.
You're done.
Just like the hand of death. I should have a scythe. No, we were just so we walked into this like bar. It was like before the show, and we walked into this bar at night where like the student, when you go to a place where the students are hosting you, they go, oh, come to this cool bar, we'll take you. Oh, yeah, and it's just like, okay, cool bar, whatever. And then we go in there, and then I guess because so many like it's like the Asian association of that college. Usually will have you, so you all go out, and it just looks like a shitload of Asians. And then we go into this bar, and then these like two guys walk up, like right when I walked in, these two dudes went up, and they were like, how the fuck just so many of you just come in here right now? Like they're like, how'd you guys repopulate so fucking fast? Jokes. And I was like,
Not bad.
I was just kind of like stunned. I'm like, what, is this guy's like intro to be like, I'm just playing, but like it never came. Like he just kept saying more shit.
Was he Asian as well?
No, he was it was a black dude and a white dude. So it was pretty funny. And then
Tag team race.
and I was just a little bit like I was mad at first, and then I started to understand like what the fuck, because he starts going, yeah, we really fucking bombed the shit out of you guys back there, didn't we?
No, he
I was
didn't.
like, what are you talking
Wait, was this like a part of like Steve's family? Was his grandpa?
That's why I freaked out. I was like, is this my grandfather?
I was like,
He went to a lot of
no,
bars.
this guy looked, they were like younger than me, and I was like, these guys think I'm Japanese. Because they started,
That's super fun.
like,
Saying these fucking crazy.
You think
Yeah,
they were just
they were
trying
just
to get into a fight?
yeah,
My friends,
absolutely.
they would do that all the time and just say the wildest shit so they could get into fist fights.
Yeah, and they just
We
kept
did bomb the
saying-
shit out of you guys.
They're like, why the fuck? They're like, why the fuck so many fucking Japs here all of a sudden? Like, none of us are Japanese.
Taps? Who says that anymore?
Oh yeah, but I don't think he was there.
But then he starts speaking his British accent.
Whoa, what the fuck?
But yeah, it was just like, it was super strange because like I expected to be mad, but I was more like confused.
You were shocked. Where was this at?
Chicago.
You usually don't get mad till like after the incident and you actually think about it. I feel like
I'm also really good at weighing cost, and to me, like I have a special like personal rule. I don't know when I made this up, but if a guy's trying to fight with me and I don't think he's better looking than me, I don't think it's a fair fight. Because I don't think it's an even.
You're never gonna have a fair fight, you sexy fuck.
It's an
Sexy
even
boy.
bet. I don't think
he's all like, he's not as pretty.
we're not putting.
I'm a much sexier man.
We're not putting the same amount of money on the table then, because this guy's gonna look like shit.
You got nothing to lose.
After a pounding, I can lose. I don't know, something nice.
Something nice.
I'm like,
Wow.
that's not fair,
good logic.
But
like
if it's a
that
guy
rule.
that's prettier than me, then like I could actually, win a pretty good pot.
Yeah.
So when Red
That's what I'm saying, dude.
created I'm Sexy and I Know It, it was actually about you. It was actually about Ryan.
Or if it's a guy who's not that good looking, you could make him look better, like potentially.
Corrective
You could,
punches.
corrective surgery.
Free plastic surgery.
surgical punches.
Cosmetic assault is what we call it.
Could be.
Yeah. Yeah, so then I just wasn't motivated to fight because they were both like, pretty, they weren't the most attractive guys, yeah. And they were dumb, so I'm like, I don't think this is like, I don't want to know that like I broke my nose or something over like a random ass fight. I have no like there's no, what is it called? Like, I have no interest in it.
Yeah, as a kid, I felt like you had so much to prove, and then as I get older, I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, it's like if you got in a fight with this guy, like, that's not a good story to tell.
Or even if a guy that came up to me says all kinds of fucking racist shit, and like, let's say fucking peed on my car or whatever, I'm just like, you know, I'll just go to the car wash. That's like, I don't like, even if he jizzed on my leg, I'm like, I'll just wash, take a shower.
Just letting him do each of these things in a row.
Yeah, it's just.
So this is the line, you guys.
There's just not
You
much
see Bart
to prove.
We're gonna test it later too.
It's like Bart earlier, he's like, yeah, I did a men's house shoot and they were sticking fingers on my ass and shit. But I guess it's part of how you get like the best camera shot. I don't know.
And I didn't get paid.
So, couple years ago, right? I had an encounter right in front of Barbell. I was parked in my car. I just finished working out, and then I was just like fiddling with my phone. Thank God my car was locked because I heard my door like someone was trying to open it. So I looked, and it was this guy, and I thought he was just like trying to talk to me or whatever. But then he looked directly in my eye, and it was bloodshot red. Like, and he was a cholo, bald head, fucking like gangstered out. And I was like, holy fuck, right? So I turned on my car and I pulled out and I drove up because I was like, what the fuck is happening, right? And then I pulled down my window and I was like, what are you doing? And he goes, fuck you, I'll fucking kill you. And I was like, oh shit. So I boned out for a little bit, but I was like,
You're a pussy, dude.
exactly. I ran away from a violent situation.
Pussy, dude.
But then I was like, what if he goes in barbell? Like, I don't know. Like, so let me see what he does.
It's a bunch of skinny people in barbell nowadays. You know what I mean?
So I busted a U, and then I wanted to like follow him in a distance. So I was just driving up to see what he was doing, and he was actually harassing two members.
Oh no.
So two guys, they weren't one of the buff guys. They're like one of the guys that just started, right? And they were standing there looking scared. So when I drove up, I was like, hey, fuck you, right? Oh. And then, cause I want him to come to me.
Yeah.
And then so I drove up a little bit, cause he turned around and he started chasing. So I drove up a little bit and I said, yeah, fuck you. And I drove up a little bit and then he kept chasing me like an idiot, right? And then the other guys, yeah, basically. And then the other guys were able to like run away, so I boned out. And then I came back again to see if he was still there. I parked my car, went inside, and then I was telling everybody, and I guess like the members either went back or someone talked to him. One of the employees talked to them and said, is everything okay? We had to call the cops. Apparently they're just like, yeah, that guy was just trying to fight us, like find a reason to fight. He smelled like alcohol. He was like deranged. Yeah. And then so that kind of shit was like, you know, I could have been this big dude, like, let's get out of the car and like duke it out like men. But I'm like, that guy was insane, and that shit was scary, dude.
Bait you or something.
Yeah.
I don't know, like that was some scary shit. But I was like, I guess I kind of ran from that situation.
You did. You tucked your tail between your legs and you fucking ran.
You came back and you drew you baited his ass out, and you saved me a nick.
You big man, you big boy.
I know, like I'm protected in my car and shit. Fuck you! Fuck you!
What a badass, dude. What a fucking badass.